The sound of small engines echoed throughout the Little Rock on Saturday as drivers raced go-karts around half of the half-mile track. The race was organized by Clint Mills of Marshall, who started racing at the age of 5 and ran late model cars at the historic Rockingham Speedway. The Little Rock, a replica of Martinsville Speedway, was built by former track owner Andy Hillenberg. Drivers were separated into various classes, including both kids and adults. Not only did they have to race against each other, but also the weather as clouds started rolling in early in the afternoon. Mills said the event had 57 entries, which is low compared to the 200 to 400 usually seen at dirt tracks, but not all of them showed. One who did was 28-year-old Daniel Armstrong of Davidson, who said he's been racing since he was 4. Armstrong, who is used to running on dirt tracks, said driving on the asphalt oval was different. He is one of several drivers who came out to test for an upcoming event at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The popularity of asphalt racing has died down over recent years, but Mills said he's hoping to see a spark and a resurgence of the sport. The race is one of the first events held at Speedway grounds since it was first purchased in August of 2018 by Rockingham Properties LLC for $2.8 million. Organizers of MB Drift recently announced that they were bringing 10 races to Rockingham Speedway in 2021, with the season's icebreaker being held on February 20th. While many were preparing for Super Bowl parties, deputies with the Richland County Sheriff's Office were packing meal bags for students. According to the Sheriff's Office, deputies packed around 300 bags Sunday afternoon for Backpack Pals. Last December, Sheriff James Clemens presented a $1,500 check to Backpack Pals to help with the organization's continuing efforts to keep kids in Richland County fed. The money was raised by the deputies through a program that allowed them to grow facial hair and wear modest beards while in uniform. Backpack Pals, a nationally recognized program, doesn't receive any federal funding from the government, but instead relies on volunteers, grants, and donations from the community. Public Relations Director Kim Lindsay said last year that Backpack Pals has been feeding about 600 children each week, providing bags to the county's elementary schools. The Richland County Health Department on Sunday announced 2 COVID-related deaths. According to a press release, both deaths occurred within the past 24 hours. The new deaths bring the county's total to 79 since April of 2020. There have been 26 so far this year, 3 this month, and 23 in January. There were also 15 in October and 13 in December. Based on previous reports, it appears one of the recent deaths occurred at a hospital, making 55 total, and the other happened at another healthcare facility, bringing that number to 20. 4 residents have passed away outside of a health setting. There have been 9,983 COVID-related deaths in North Carolina as of February 7th, according to the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services. That's more than 400 since December 3rd. According to Johns Hopkins University, there have been over 462,000 COVID-related deaths in the U.S., more than 10,000 in 3 days, and 2.3 million globally. Friday's boys JV basketball game between the Richmond Raiders and Lumberton didn't come down to the final second like the team's first meeting back in January. The end result was the same, however, as the Raiders picked up a 62-53 road win to improve to 6-0 on the season. Freshman Javion Drake, like he has for much of a campaign, led the Raiders with 19 points. Sophomore Imani McBride, who has played the last few games with the varsity team, returned and added 9 points. Head coach Kenta Hutchinson said he was proud of the team's efforts on the road, despite not having regular starter Toby McInnes in the lineup. McInnes, who had a double-double in Tuesday's win, was sidelined with an injury. Sophomore Xavier Wall also left the game in the first half with an injury after adding 6 points in the first quarter. The JV Raiders will travel to 71st on Tuesday before ending the season with 2 home games against Pinecrest and Scotland. When we return, we've got your Live at 5 weather report is coming up after the break, so stay tuned.
Hometown heroes? Well, maybe. When it comes to backyard comfort and no pesky mosquitoes, call Brown Termite and Pest Control at 910-895-6410 or 910-276-8870. Their team of superheroes can take back control of your paradise. That's 910-895-6410 today.
You were always more than my mom. You were my role model, my best friend, and biggest supporter. You filled my days with unconditional love. And you also prepared for the day when you couldn't be here. Because of the woman you were back then, I'm able to be the woman I am now. Your planning made this moment possible.
Set your family up for life. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance. Your friends for life.
JC's in Rockingham has you covered for used appliances, parts, trailers, and storage. We have one of the largest selections of reconditioned washers, dryers, and refrigerators in the Sand Hills, and we offer free delivery to residents inside Richmond County. Come check out our variety of trailers for any hauling job and our storage buildings for the things you need out of the weather or house. We also carry parts and accessories for appliances, trailers, truck beds, and can order the things you need. That's JC's on South Hancock Street in Rockingham.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
At Richmond County Hospice, we strive to provide high-quality care to our patients and their families. Whether it's the incredible hospitality at the Haven House or from the comfort of your own home, you can count on Hospice to be there for you. We also offer monthly grief support groups, and our chaplain will be there to hold your hand in prayer. Through our amazing staff and our volunteers, Hospice has made difficult times easier for our community. Call the number on your screen if you feel that you or your loved one may benefit from our services. Richmond County Hospice. Peace, comfort, dignity.
You are live at 5. Weather report is brought to you by Sunset Slush, classic Italian ice located here in downtown Rockingham. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Hope you had a great weekend as well. As we're taking a look at tonight, we're going to be seeing temperatures hovering around the mid 40s to high 40s. Throughout the evening, it's going to continue to drop down, of course, but temperature still looking relatively nice, especially compared to some of the cold temperatures that we saw over the weekend. 6 o'clock, 48 degrees, 10 o'clock, 46 degrees. Cloudy skies out there as well. Sunset will be at 5:54 p.m. and be a waning crescent moon phase out tonight as well. Now, while we had a little bit of rain yesterday, and we're going to be seeing some more here coming up tomorrow as well, so be on the lookout for that. 30% chance, so it might not happen, but do be on the lookout. You might want to definitely pack your umbrella for today just in case. Fayetteville, a high of 62, low of 42. Southern Pines, a high of 61, low of 40. Down in Rayford, a high of 62 and a low of 42. And all the way down in Lumberton, a high of 62 and a low of 46. Over in the Laurinburg, high of 63, low of 44. Taking a look at Ellerby, it'd be a high of 61 and a low of 41, with Rockingham and Hamlet seeing a high of 62 and a low of 42. Down in Bennettsville, South Carolina, high of 63, low of 45. And across the PD in Waysboro, high of 61, low of 41. So as you can see, we got a little bit of rain on the way tomorrow. Temperatures are kind of hanging around the 60s to 40s. Not too bad on the temperatures, I would say. Now looking at 7-day forecast, we're also going to see relatively warmer temperatures than what we saw from last week, where we saw a lot of temperatures down below freezing for the low. We'll be seeing above, for the most part, above 33, except for Sunday and Monday. We'll get to that here in just a moment. Tuesday, a high of 62, low of 42. On Wednesday, a partly cloudy skies with a high of 58 and a low of 47. And then on Thursday, all the way through Saturday, we got nothing but rain coming up. Thursday, a 70% chance, high of 51, low of 41. On Friday, it'll carry over into a 40 to 30% chance, high of 46, low of 35. And then on Saturday, it'll just be a 30 to 40% chance there, a high of 44 and a low of 33. Now, Sunday is the most interesting day of the 7-day forecast, because you can see we do have a 40% chance of snowfall on Sunday, a high of 41 and a low of 25. It's going to be our coldest day out of this forecast. And then on Monday, a high of 40 and a low of 30 with partly cloudy skies. Of course, we'll keep an eye on that Sunday for you as we move forward with. Of course, last week we saw it pop up on there towards the end of the week. Didn't stick around though. It went away pretty quickly, so might happen again here, but It's a 40% chance, so who knows? We'll have to see when we get there. But that is going to do it for your Live at 5 weather report and for tonight's edition of Live at 5. Of course, for the latest news, sports, and events happening in Richmond County, you can always visit richmondobserver.com, where you can download the free RO app for your mobile devices. For the Live at 5 crew, I'm Russell Parker. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, Richmond County.